So we're going to start by chanting some Vaishnava songs. We'll chant Ohe Vaishnava Thakura. And then when more people come, we could start with the offerings. Oh hey, Vaishnava Thakura, Dwayara Sagare Dase Karuna Kore. Oh hey, Vaishnava Thakura, Dwayara Sagare Dase Karuna Kore. Diya Bhadda Jaya Shodahaya Maya Tomara Charana Dauri Diya Bhadda Jaya Shodahaya Maya Tomara Charana Dauri Diya Bhadda Jaya Shodaya Maya Tomara Charana Dauri Diya Bhadda Jaya Shodaya Maya Tomara Charana Dauri Jaya Begadami, Jaya Dosha Shodi, Jaya Guna Deho Dase. Jaya Begadami, Guna Deha Dase. Jaya Satsanga. Deo e amare, bosechi sangera se. Jaya satsanga, Deo e amare, bosechi sangera se. Jaya satsanga, Deo e amare, Bosachi sangera se. Jaya satsanga, Deo e amare, Bosachi sangera se. Ekaki amaro, Naipoi bolo, Harinama Sankirtane Ekake Amara Naipae Bolo Harinama Sankirtane Tumi Kripakore Shadabendu Diya Deo Krishna Namadane Tume Kripakore Diya Deo Krishna Namadane Tume Kripakore Shadabendu Diya Deo Krishna Namadane Tumi Ripakore Janamendu Deya Deo Krishna Namadane Krishna say tomorrow Krishna Dete Paro Tomarakshakate Hache Krishna say Tamara Krishna de te paro tomara shakate aje Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Bole Daitava Pache Pache Ame Tumangala Krishna Krishna Bole Daitava Pache Pache Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Bole Dayata Vache Pache Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Bole Dayata Vache Pache Uhe Vaishnava Thakura Doyara Sagar Edase Karuna Kori Hey Vaishnava Thakura Doyara Sagar Edase Karuna Kori Niyabada Jaya Shodaya Maya Tomara Charana Dori Diyabada Jaya Shodaya Maya Tomara Charana Dori Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. So we'll read the words. We can read them together if you have the words in front of you. O Venerable Vaishnava, O Ocean of Mercy, be merciful unto your servant. Give me the shade of your lotus feet and purify me. I hold on to your lotus feet. Teach me to control my 6 passions, rectify my 6 faults, bestow upon me the 6 qualities, and offer unto me the 6 kinds of holy association. I do not find the strength to carry on alone the Sankirtan of the holy name of Hari. Please bless me by giving me just 1 drop of faith with which to obtain the great treasure of the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is yours. You have the power to give him to me. I'm simply running behind you shouting, Krishna, Krishna. So maybe we'll just chant the prayers of the departed Vaishnavas, and then we could start with the offerings because we have a few more people here now. Jai Anila Prema Jana Corona Pracho Hainu Prabhu Kotakela Acharya Thakur Ela Acharya Thakur Kamora Saruprupa Kasanat Chagan Kakatas Sa Raghunatha Patita Bhavan. Kamorabhacha Juga Kakameras. Ekakale Kotagela Goran Nataras. Pashane Kutiva Mata Anane Pashivo Goranga Guneranete Kotagele Babo. Se Sabatsangira Sange Ye Joy Love Velas. Se Sangana Payakande Nalotamotas. Jayanilo Premadana Koruna Pracho Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jayas Prabhupada. So let's read the translation. Who brought the treasure of divine love and was filled with compassion and mercy? Where is such a personality? I Srinivas Acharya God. Where are my Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami? Where is Sanatan? Where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopal Bhatta, and where is Krishna's Kaviraj? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottama Das simply weeps. And so now we will give an opportunity to the devotees, and Drishti Prabhu will be leading this particular section. Devotees can make their offerings to Srila Prabhupada. We want everyone to have an opportunity to say something, and we expect a lot of people to come around 6 o'clock. And we definitely want to be having kirtan at 7 by 7:15, because that's when Prabhupada left this world. Yes. So it's actually very important to be chanting at that time. I mean, I had to stop some of the temples around the United States from having a silent time at that time, which wasn't Prabhupada's mood. Prabhupada's mood was chant while someone's leaving this world. And I was thinking that even, when I get to leave this world, I want people chanting around me, not having a silent thing. So I actually consult with several other Vaishnavas, and they confirmed stop them in Alachua and some other places from doing a silent. A minute or two, but still it's not appropriate. I consult with Sri Nananda Maharaj and several other Vaishnava, Malati and others. And Prabhupada wanted at that moment, that's when you chant, and then when the person leaves this world, whether pure devotee or someone who's not a pure devotee, your chanting increases in intensity when they leave. So I did consult with other Vaishnavas to make sure that I wasn't in Maya. But so by 7:15 we want to be having a rip-roaring kirtan.
So what exactly is it? When are we doing the Pushpanjali and like that? I mean, I saw the schedule there, but it didn't seem to make much sense to me the way it was printed.
We don't need an abhishek. Actually, that's generally not done on the disappearance day, and that'll just keep things going longer.
So when Gora Arti is supposed to begin?
Yeah, the Gora Arti we should have on time, and it should be in the middle of the Gora Arti Arti and simultaneous Guru Puja for Prabhupada when at 7 by 7:15.
That means the Pushpanjali needs to be at 7:15.
Yeah, Pushpanjali, at 7:15 or 10.
Yes. Yeah, well, extemporaneous, that means don't read from a book, ideally don't read from any notes, and speak what's on your, it's like what was done for Bir Krishna Maharaj's day a few weeks ago. And it's very nice because it means everybody speaks from the heart. And 2 minutes, is a little short, but really don't make it more than 3. I mean, it should be short. It can have a chance. So, it's not like we're going to go 7, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. No, a couple minutes. We'll let you know if it's too long.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start now, and I guess we can start with. It's hard to say who to start with, who we should begin with. How about anybody who really wants to speak first? Let me know. Raise your hand. Okay.
And especially anyone who's not going to be here later on for one reason or other because they're doing some service or something like that. They should be the ones who go first.
Okay. Mike.
Yeah, we're online. Yeah.
So this was just today. So I'm going to try to tell you this without being very emotive. But we had a noon program, and Drishti Prabhu read about the departure of Srila Prabhupada from this planet. It was very moving. And I would like to read it some more. But just sort of meditating when he was reading about that whole scene and how heart-wrenching it was on both sides from both Srila Prabhupada and, everybody that was surrounding him, it was just, I was actually overcome thinking about the compassion of Srila Prabhupada. Just overwhelming. I mean, he's a Shaktivesh avatar. He doesn't have to be here. He's just going where Krishna puts him, to try to bring people back to him. He loves everybody, but everybody's flying their own plane. So I was just marveling at the compassion of Prabhupada, and actually, as I was meditating on him, and I think that was during the Guru Puja time, it was really sweet Guru Puja, just really calm and very meditative. It was really nice, sort of serenading the deities and serenading Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, actually, we had a really nice exchange. We had a really nice exchange. And yes, it was beautiful, and I'm so grateful for that today. And he's always here. He's always here. He's always ready to reciprocate, like every moment. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for everything. I'm eternally in your debt. I am so grateful to have some other higher knowledge than what I was being given for many, many years. Thank you.
Gopi, would you like to speak? Yeah, you can pass
So, Srila Prabhupada, please accept my deep and humble attempts at obeisances. I guess just really quickly, something that stood out in my spiritual master's Vyasa Puja, there's one devotee who said that my spiritual master doesn't reject anyone, and was so impacted by that, because I felt the exact same, because there's so many times that I could have been rejected for all the misbehavior that I've done prior to and coming to Krishna consciousness, of not really towing the line as much as I should. And so, and again, and I guess echoing what Leela Shakti was saying relative to compassion, of, Srila Prabhupada mirroring that same thing of never rejecting anybody, always making everybody feel like they have a home, like they have something that they can contribute, no matter what it is, just like the drunkard who came in on 26th Second Avenue and offered some toilet paper. It's just, he accepted whatever it was that anybody was willing to give, and just encouraged them, to deepen their devotional life. And so, we just can't say thank you enough. I wish I'd had the chance to be on the planet when you were at the same time, but at the same time, I don't feel like you're not here. I really do feel like you're here and you're very present, and just want to thank you for carrying this Krishna consciousness and giving everybody a chance to find home, to be able to find home. So thank you.
Okay. So there's a couple of things on my mind at the moment. I'm very grateful for all the commentaries and on books and conversations and everything that we have, because it's so clear what the life is about things about God, about Krishna. What are other practices, and all that. It's so clear, and I'm so grateful that we have that. Every time I'm reading, I'm just so impressed that someone has such a clarity and was willing to sacrifice so much for us. And then the second thing is, I'm really grateful, as my life is kind of like going in a certain direction. I'm so grateful because I like we say that you are our guru, especially devotees when they come at the beginning, when they don't have Shiksha or Diksha gurus. And so I remember I was kind of focused on that. And then at some point I realized it's really hard. And especially in our community where there's so many preachers and gurus coming and so many different views. And I really wanted the practical guidance, and I was praying. That was December's marathon. And right after that Gurudev you visited, and um, and yeah, I mean, it's not that that was a sign for me. I mean, I know you before, we had a relationship. But I'm just saying that I'm really grateful that you sent me your guidance. Because it changed so many things, and yeah, so really, so I'm so touched and eternally grateful. Yeah.
Dear Prabhupada, just want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for what you have given us. I was just thinking today that if not for you, for what you have given us, I don't know if I can live on, with my situation, my brother's passing away, my brother's conviction and all that. But because what you have given, what you have taught us, it has eases me a lot, and I want to take this opportunity to appreciate, to express my appreciation. Thank you, dear Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. How about Ishvara?
Jai Shri Prabhupada. My only wish is somehow or other to serve your movement under the direction of my spiritual master, and always be able to serve you with the proper consciousness. Haribol.
Haribo. You're a founder of this community.
Srila Prabhupada, I was talking to some of your disciples this morning, and I'm going to use part of that as my prayer to you. When I was 14, I ran away from home, and I ended up at the Chicago airport, and I met some of your devotees. And I was fortunate enough to get a copy of the Nectar of Devotion, and I treasure that for the next year, 18. And even though there's not a temple in Louisville, Kentucky, a friend of mine found one of your Back to Godhead magazines, and it had addresses of all the temples and a little article about one of your farming communities. And so I got on a Greyhound bus and came to become one of your disciples. And I was so fortunate that in 1976, I just turned 19 years old, and you gave me first initiation. And then a year later, you passed away, and I thought my life was over. And I thought that I had come to the movement too late, that I had waited too long, and I missed out on your association. But then I came to realize that just as when I was young, you're in your books, and you're in my God brothers and my God sisters and everyone who has come after. And as long as I hold on to your books and I hold on to your disciples, I will always be close to you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vanamali. No. Okay, Rangadevi.
So I was just thinking that today I had the great opportunity to listen to some wonderful lectures by Bir Krishna Goswami. He's in Vrindavan doing parikram, and posting all of his lectures as they do parikrama. And today they were at the birthplace of Rangadevi and Sue Devi. And it was amazing just to hear all of that. And I was thinking, how is it that this is my life now? I get to participate in some degree in spreading Krishna's holy name and meditating on making nice things and offering prasadam and being able to participate in Lord Chaitanya's movement. So my whole life is because of Srila Prabhupada, like my whole lifestyle. And there's not very much that I can say to really adequately appreciate that, except that I really hope that I can keep on doing it. And I beg for your mercy that I can keep doing what I'm doing.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pastaya Bhutale, Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Ati Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Sunyavade, Pashyatara Shatarine. My dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my obeisances at the dust of your feet. So the last few days since Govardhan Puja, during Govardhan Puja, I decided to go on a Srila Prabhupada hearing marathon. And when I would wake up in the morning, I would listen to a class. And then during the day when I was taking care of the deities at my house, I would just have you singing. And at times when things happened in life and I was chanting late, which I didn't want to do when I was up at night, you were chanting in the house. And today's been like a real day of reflection. I had requested to dress the deities today because I wanted to offer some service to you. And so I wanted to offer the service of dressing the deities and hoping that would please you. And I was just feeling very introspective and meditating on so many things, that everything comes and everything goes and everything changes. But the one thing that's been so constant in my life has been you, Srila Prabhupada. And I just realized that today, that it's just your pranam mantra, hearing your voice, listening to your lectures, looking at your books, speaking to people about you. It's the one part of my life that's been very, very constant. And today you gave me a special, Little Shakti was talking about special mercy. And I was meditating on how you was speaking, a class was into how we're all individuals. And Krishna reciprocates with each individual. And I was thinking, because we're also individuals, that you, Srila Prabhupada, you perfectly reciprocate with all of us in a way that's what we need at a particular time. And so expert in encouraging us in our devotional life and in our service. And yesterday, I happened to open the computer and I saw that there was a GoFund, Save Lochan from the Fumes. And I immediately opened it because I was like, oh my God, Save Lochan. And then I was just reflecting how these murtis have gone all over the world, and how many people have come, offered obeisances to you, taken darshan of you, been encouraged to read your books. And then I was missing Vrindavan. I was thinking how I used to be in Vrindavan for your disappearance day. And then you were so merciful. I was just sitting at home and chanting, and I just realized that I can go to your samadhi. I can offer obeisances there. I could circumambulate your samadhi, and that you will reciprocate. And I could offer obeisances to you here, that you, because often, I don't want to take any more time, but I was reflecting on, how do we keep Prabhupada in our life? Like your so-called disappearance day when you went apricot, that was in 1977. So the same way, I realized I could turn away from Krishna or I could turn towards Krishna. So I'm always praying, Srila Prabhupada, that I could turn towards you and take guidance from you and be able to share the sweetness that you've given to us. Jaya Radha Madhava. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dishatarine. So first few points I want to express my sincere gratitude to Srila Prabhupada. The first point is that in this lifetime I was allowed to come to Krishna consciousness in 2012, but my faith genuinely grew stronger in 2014 when His Grace Pratap Rudra Prabhu spent 1 hour and showed me the life of Srila Prabhupada from 1896 up until 1977. And during that 1 hour, everything he did is a fabulous thing and I cannot comment. But one thing which stood out, that he started first time in 1952-53, the League of Devotees in Jhansi, and that failed. But he never gave up. So when I came across that one pastime, that was like, how can an old man like this never just give up? The guy just keeps on going. I did not know the breadth and width of Srila Prabhupada's power at that time. I was fairly new. But that one story and one point and just understanding his life gave me more faith that I don't understand the movement fully, but there is something divine in this process. And I just want to express my gratitude that you have taken so much trouble for all of us. And personally, me, you have impacted my life and increased my faith in Krishna consciousness. Second, I want to express my gratitude for the ISKCON family. Growing up in India, coming to the States was always a challenge, staying by myself. But everywhere I have been, I have always found a ISKCON temple and the devotees community, which has allowed me to continue growing in my Krishna consciousness journey. And with my heart and mind, I feel this would not happen if you did not take the first ship, Jalduta, to New York. If you did not make all the efforts, none of us would be sitting in this very room right now. So it's all due to your sacrifices that everywhere I am allowed to go, I find ISKCON and devotees. So thank you very much. The last one is a request that by every growing day, I see that anarthas are growing and I'm like swimming in the pool of anarthas for me. So if I don't have a saving hand and a grace from you, I may not be able to survive this material world. So that's just a request that you continue to shower your blessings, and if you so desire, continue to bless me. Thank you again for everything.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Dearest Srila Prabhupada, I'm going to talk a little bit about your style of writing, because like you accept everybody, doesn't matter where they're coming from, what their level of spirituality may be. You have accepted every single one of us. In the same way, you make your writings accessible to everybody, because your style of writing is very clear, very simple, very understandable. And that is the sign of a genius, the person who can express the deepest, most secret truths in a way that is accessible to all. We can read the books, and according to each person, something will be understood in one way or other, but always going in the same direction, the proper direction toward the process of learning how to love Radha and Krishna. So these books that you have written, or that maybe Krishna wrote through you, are setting the tone for the process of pure bhakti. Because we see that there are so many groups and factions, and be what they are, everybody is taking your books as the law books, as the books that have the essence of the teachings about the process of bhakti. So we're extremely fortunate. And also these books have the power to attract our hearts in a way that the more we study the books, the more we hear the transcendental literature, the more we want to hear, and the more we get anxious to access more and more of what you are saying, not just for the sake of an intellectual exercise, but because the heart is being transformed by your words, by your example, by your chanting, by your presence, by your kindness, by your everything, because you've done everything for all of us on this planet. Probably you're doing the same thing somewhere else for others on other planets, perhaps, but we are totally indebted to you, and there is no way we can understand life without your presence. Your presence pervades everything in our devotional lives. So thank you so much, and please take care of us, and we'll try our best to follow what you are instructing us to do and to please you, so that in this way you can pass this on to the divine couple and hopefully please them also. Hare Krishna.
Nama Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pacharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharane. Jai Srila Prabhupada, although I'm not qualified to speak about your glories, which are infinite and magnanimous, I will make a sincere attempt since you are Patita Pavan. Please allow me. Prabhupada, I just realized that at the time you were building the ISKCON temple in Juhu on the Hare Krishna land, I was a young boy at the time, and I was growing up not very far from the place. And perhaps a couple of years later, when the temple was opened up, I did actually happen to go there along with my parents. And now that I'm grown up into an adult and have come in contact with your teachings, I realize the profundity and the significance of the temple that was being built. Srila Prabhupada, in the recent days, whenever I grab any of your books to read, it may not be from cover to cover, but whatever few pages, whatever few verses, whatever few purports that I read, it leaves such a deep impression in me that these words could only have come from a pure devotee who has full realization of Krishna, that gives us a crystal clear understanding, gives us understanding about inclusiveness of all varieties that exist out there. And it really enabled me to present Krishna consciousness in interfaith conferences and other such avenues. The whole concept about personalism and impersonalism that I've learned from you, Srila Prabhupada, has allowed me to share those teachings with others, and they have accepted that as well. So the strength and the purity of your teachings is so much more evident. Srila Prabhupada, on this day, I beg for your mercy. My sincere prayers at your lotus feet is to please allow me to do some service. Allow me to dive deeper into our scriptures that you have so profoundly explained, and allow me to deepen my bhakti practice as well. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A little word for the folks in the kitchen, if you can hear us. Please come up and make an offering. Ask them to come up if they have an offering. Yeah. Tota, can you make an offering, please?
Dear Srila Prabhupada, I'm 20 plus years later, I'm still dumbfounded by my good fortune of coming across one of your books and having enough sense to realize that this was really important, what I was reading, and to have enough sense to realize that I need to get some more of your books and study more and delve further into this, into my Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada is very much alive through his books, through his words, videos, recorded lectures. Just, you want to hear something from Prabhupada, and there he is. It's very simple to find. We're our only guiding light for the first 4 years that we were trying to stumble through becoming devotees. Even though we're still stumbling, we're doing better. But I really appreciate you and just everything you've done for us. For me personally, even though you're not on this planet, you're still doing so many things for me personally, and it's just unbelievable. I pray that regardless of time, circumstance, place, that I'm always able to serve your mission, that with each lifetime I can have a bigger and better impact as well too. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Okay, this is from Akshara, who's a little shy, and apparently wrote this on Prabhupada's appearance day, but then her mom found it and was quite astounded that she wrote this. And they've grown up in New Goloka, actually. Akshara and her brother, right? Yeah. Dear Srila Prabhupada, thank you for helping everyone learn about Krishna. If you didn't, most temples wouldn't have been here. Now, if it weren't for you, thank you so much for all you have done for me, the devotees, and the world. From Akshara. Haribo. Haribo.
Namaham Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisance at your glorious lotus feet. A little bit louder. Okay. Srila Prabhupada, I'd just like to tell you that I'm very grateful for all you have done for me. And I'd like to express my gratitude for coming to the West, bring Krishna consciousness to the world, and take the difficult situations to please your Guru and Sri Gauranga. So as my spiritual father, I would like to, my grandfather, I would like to express my gratitude for all what you have done for me. And I wish and I pray to Lord Krishna that maybe in the future, if I have the mercy, I would like to meet you in your spiritual body. So then I can keep you with my devotional service somewhere. Please, thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for everything you have done for me. Your granddaughter, Chaitanya Dasi. Hare Krishna. I love you, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, you are somebody who is like so easy to love because thinking about you immediately makes me feel so much better, always. On this most auspicious day of your disappearance, I would like to ask you eternally to grant me the service of cooking, and if it is good for my spiritual life, also my service of writing. Thank you for being the best writer ever in all 3 universes and the best everything that we can imagine. And thank you for being so happy in this community. Whenever I come in the temple room, first I look up to your divine face, and so often you are smiling. And thank you for blessing this wonderful community. Please grant me, as you are serving your Guru Maharaj life after life, if I can have a drop of your service attitude and love unto my 2 gurus, His Holiness Japataka Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj, I will be eternally blissful. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Haribol.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
You can be next. You can be next.
Just want to say I'm eternally grateful for the Bhagavad Gita as it is. I don't know where I would be without it right now. It's really a jungle out there. So I remember this one story where there were a bunch of brahmacharis in line to take a shower, and you actually, were so humble that you waited for them to shower before you. And that's definitely something I strive to be like. So just want to say thank you, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dharma Pranam Maharaj. I'm being very new to Krishna consciousness, though I'm coming since 2015 to the temple. And when I learned about Prabhupada and the nectar that's flowing in the temple and the devotees around, I mean, I couldn't stop myself. It's like I'm like a tiny servant just trying to serve. And though I feel like unfortunate that I couldn't meet Prabhupada when I see I was not born at that time. I'm born in 1979. But I have listened to Prabhupada through my Shiksha Guru from my Diksha Guru and learned a lot, So I hear Prabhupada through my gurus and really feel that somewhere around the line, he has given a pathway to Golokadham, and it's an attempt that maybe we can reach by taking Harinam. So, Hare Krishna.
I feel inspired by what you said about how Srila Prabhupada would wait. Swamiji, he was called at the time, he would wait to be the last in line. Everyone else taking a shower before him. Now, it reminded me of some stories that I remember, and please forgive me if I have the details a little bit hazy. But Achyutananda Prabhu, one of the first devotees, one of the first disciples of Srila Prabhupada, wrote a really great book that I highly recommend called Blazing Sadhus. And in that book, he remembers that time. And at the end of the book, he recounts a conversation that he has with Srila Prabhupada when ISKCON has become quite big and majestic. And Srila Prabhupada I think this is a conversation that he has after a big Rath Yatra. or it might be in Jagannath Puri. These are the details that are hazy in my mind. And he turns to Achyutananda Prabhu and he says, "You remember that time when we would all share the same towel?" Yes, he wasn't just at the end of the line. They were all sharing the same towel. And he remembered it with so much nostalgia. Like, remember those sweet, informal, intimate days before ISKCON became very big and majestic. And Achyutananda, his understanding of that sweet Leela was that just like Krishna remembers with nostalgia Vrindavan and the sweet, intimate pastimes with his just closest friends, Srila Prabhupada also was remembering the sweetness in the beginning and that closeness that was lost once ISKCON became big and there was awe and reverence. Just like when Krishna became a big king in Dwarka, then awe and reverence doesn't allow for that. So Srila Prabhupada is so sweet. Thank you for letting me share that story.
Hare Krishna. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Galavani Pacharane Vishesha Shunyavadi Bhasitari I hope this is all right. I wrote something a little creative tonight. This is an imaginary conversation between two dock workers at the shipping docks in New York in 1965. Okay? Hey, Charlie, remember when the Jaladuta docked here from India? Yeah, that freighter from Scindia. That's it. They were carrying a guest. Indian man, not dressed like the rest. Yeah, I remember him. Well, believe it or not, I saw him last week walking alone down 26th Street. Oh, that's neat. But I was impressed a lot by that guy, walking along with his head held high. In another world, it seemed to me. Oh, come on, LSD. No, you ass. This man had class. He's not on the level of you and me. Okay. But just seeing the way he walked got me wondering how he talked. Well, you know that park down on Tompkins Square? Yeah. Last Sunday I saw him there. Oh, just sitting and singing with a huge crowd around. But how did you find him? Oh, I was led by the sound. Don't laugh and don't sneer, 'cause you didn't hear. But that sound made me want to cheer and raise my hands and even dance. Whoa, what was the sound? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. We were reciting the Pranam mantra, Srila Prabhupada's Pranam mantra in school today and going through the meaning. And I was struck, as I am every day in the company of the Vaishnavas in this family that Srila Prabhupada has given us. Srila Prabhupada's emphasis on personalism. We were hearing that in the class this morning as well, while I had the great fortune to be on the altar with Mother Krishna Priya. And I think that's one point that is the most important, that Krishna is a person and that we all as individuals are also people, because it's the basis of loving relationships. And so I'm grateful for Srila Prabhupada's disciples. I'm very grateful for all of my god uncles and god aunties and god cousins and god sisters and god brothers who've created this huge, exciting, dynamic family of individuals. And it really does feel like a little piece of the spiritual world that Srila Prabhupada has given us. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Charni Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Praschadesh Charni. Srila Prabhupada, every one of us who is on the planet, who is your disciple, remembers where they were on November 14th, 1977, and how we felt, and how we cried, and how we felt that the world had ended. And yet, I've never felt that you've left this movement. You've always been here. You're always here, and you've always been guiding me. And over the years, more and more, I've realized that it's your gift to the world to present Krishna consciousness in a way in which every person can relate to it. You take these incredibly difficult concepts and make them understandable, and it's unreal how you can actually simply fill my heart with knowledge I don't even know where it comes from. I know it comes from you, but it doesn't come from me. And it happens over and over and over again. And I'm grateful somehow or other to be able to be one small instrument to try to give Krishna consciousness. What a family you have created, Srila Prabhupada. And you have allowed us all to help each other. And I pray that today is the beginning of new dedication for me and for all of us to give you this service of being your missionaries. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It may be a little thing. It may just be preaching to a child, and it may be preaching, worldwide preaching on the internet. And it may be that we're just meant to preach to 2 or 3 people, but if we can make others Krishna conscious, because you have made us Krishna conscious, then my life is successful and all our lives are successful. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. You've given me everything, and I owe you everything. I can't repay you, but I pray that I stay at your lotus feet. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
If it's all right with Maharaj, I have a condition called mild cognitive impairment where I easily forget things. But I have one word reminders of what I want to say, because I can only retain.
That's fine. Good. Okay. You've got more devotion than anybody else, so go. Please.
Well, I didn't know the format that we were actually speaking to Srila Prabhupada. In my offering, I was sharing some of my realizations and thoughts at the time when Srila Prabhupada left, because I was privy to a lot of what was going on. And first of all, I personally knew that Tomo Krishna Maharaj, Prabhupada's servant, had sent a letter out to the GBC in LA that he wanted all of his devotees to come to Vrindavan to be with us, to be with him. So Prabhupada was showing us how to live, and now he was showing us how to die. And he wanted as many devotees as possible to come. And some of us were feeling that Prabhupada actually wanted to bring to an opportunity for expanding the Krishna conscious movement, thousands of devotees coming to be with him, and in the newspapers like that. But so when Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan during that last 2 weeks, there was a pulling and a pushing between the devotees of how to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's wishes at this time. He actually wanted to, there was one half group, Lokanath Swami and others, that because Prabhupada said he wanted to go on parikrama around Govardhan Puja. So they were asking Prabhupada to come. And then another group was saying, no, Prabhupada, we're so worried that you may get more ill and it would create a physical crisis. So because of the love that those devotees were expressing, Prabhupada went in every way with the love. So he didn't go. But also in his last exchanges with many devotees, I remember one godbrother of mine named Udayananda, who was representing the Detroit temple. He came in to see Srila Prabhupada about 10 days before his departure. And Srila Prabhupada's main concern, he said, so are the devotees getting good prasadam? Is everything, all right there? And it was like Srila Prabhupada was the host for all these. He was hosting and trying to encourage and have loving exchanges with all the different devotees that came there. And then, he was showing us how to die, and that was very much exemplified in every moment of Srila Prabhupada's last few weeks. Right up to the last minute, he was doing his devotional service of translating the Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's a wonderful experience also to go to Vrindavan and see what an impact Prabhupada had on the whole devotee community that were there. And it was so heart-wrenching and loving the way he greeted all of his devotees. And he was so very kind and so very loving. And it was just like he was expressing in many different ways the 6 loving exchanges. But he was always focused on his service to his Guru Maharaj and also expanding the family of Krishna consciousness and encouraging all the devotees all around who came to continue in their devotional service.
Haribo! Mother Kamalini.
Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvasesha Shunyavadi Pasteryade Shatarane. Lover of the Soul by Mangalananda Prabhu sums up a lot of our feelings. So we're going to sing this. Last 2 years ago, the Gurukul children did a whole, what do you call it, monteith? With a poster of each of the qualities. and they sang it. And she sang it on Yas Puja Day that year. So we'll, okay, so we're just going to sing it, and then I'll just say a couple of words. You just get the tune, because I'm bad at it. He's a kind and gentle soul. His heart is never cold. So peaceful and poetic, with a message true and bold. He's never seeking praise, so silent and so grave. And his transcendental love is the magic in his ways. And when I see his love, I know I've got a long, long way to go. When will I taste the love that he is feeling inside? He's always meek and mild, with a warm and gentle smile, so simple in his living, singing all the while. He sings out Krishna's name, his glory and his fame, to serve his Lord and Master in pleasure and in pain. And when I see his love, I've got a long, long way to go. When will I taste the love that he is feeling inside? You'll see no lust and greed in a heart that's pure and free. He's a lover of the Lord in a heart that's pure and free. He only dies to live, and living tries to give the happiness that's found in the sound of Krishna's name. Everyone, and when I see his love, I know I've got a long, long way to go. When will I taste the love that he is feeling inside? Jai. So, Prabhupada, my greatest wish is to hear your transcendental words, life after life, because reading Srimad Bhagavatam, as much as we can read it over and over, it's still always fresh and always new and always revealing. And I think, at least in the old days, almost all of us came to your lotus feet because of hearing from you. We received a book, and especially a Back to Godhead magazine, and then that ignited a slight remembrance of our constitutional position. So thank you, and I pray that I can always hear from you forever. You wanna? You're ready.
We're coming up towards the end of our time here. Leela said,
just really quick, she might kill me later for this. It's just that, yeah, we're all very grateful. I feel like a broken disc, that's why I didn't want to speak. But anytime I feel like I'm not in the right mood or I'm forgetting what Prabhupada did, I always remember this thing that Savitri did when she was little. She had just learned how to, she was learning how to read. And she was standing in front of our bookcase, and I noticed she was standing there and looking at it. And most of our books are Prabhupada's books, so. And then she picked up a Srimad Bhagavatam volume, and she was looking at it, very pensive. And she looked at me and she said, and she pointed at it and she said, does this say Prabhupada? And I say, yes. And she looked back to the bookcase and started looking very close at all the books. She's like, they all say Prabhupada. I say, yes. Did she write them all? And I say, yes. And she was about, it's like 6. She was like learning 6, 7. And she looked again at the volume, and I can't remember which volume it was. It was one of the thick ones. And she said, how did he do that? There's so many. And I said, that's because he dedicated all the time he had to translating books and giving Krishna to others. And she looked back at the book and she hugged the book. And she said something like, that's amazing. And, and just like she kept looking at it. And I just remember that, like every time I feel like I'm not in the right mood and not like giving the proper, like having the gratitude, like, because it was so sincere. Children are always very genuine. So I always think of that moment. So thank you. And sorry. Yeah, thanks. Hare Krishna.
Santosh.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. I have no idea where, like most people, where I would be. I'd probably be dead or in jail at this point. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you because somehow I came to Krishna consciousness through your books, and it was during like a rough time trying to figure out what's going on in the world. So much injustice and pain and suffering, and you showed me a way out, or there's a light at the end of this dark tunnel. There's a way out, and that's just connecting with Krishna. So I wanted to thank you for that. And so many years later, it's still guiding me, every day, and just gives me hope. And that's the main thing I wanted to say. Thank you for giving me hope that we can go back to Godhead this life, through your mercy, through our spiritual master's mercy. That's about it. So thank you, Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी तामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य सारणे. Srila Prabhupada, thank you for giving this wonderful society, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. This is the society which even the great devotees like Sri Prahlad Maharaj and Haridas Thakur, all they aspired was to serve devotees and associate with devotees and serve the devotees. Even these great Mahajans, they aspire for that, and you have given this to us so easily. I mean, this society where we can serve devotees, we can associate with devotees, we can hear about Krishna Katha. The great thing you have given us as a gift. I'm just not, sometimes I feel, it's such a great gift. I'm not able to really truly appreciate it, but I'm trying my best, Srila Prabhupada. I just want to be in this society. I just want to associate the devotees, serve the Vaishnavas, and make my life perfect. And by your blessings, reach that supreme destination, Guru Vrindavan, and never come back to this horrible material world. Thank you, Guru. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for everything. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Prabhupada, my dear grandfather, it said that appearance and disappearance are same to be celebrated, but that is for you. For you, your appearance in the material world or appearance in Golok Vrindavan, your disappearance in material world or apparent disappearance in Golok is same for you, but not for us, Prabhupada. For us, your appearance is the greatest achievement of my life. You appeared for me. You got Krishna for me. You established Krishna, the one who's for me in my heart. I am grateful to you for creating one extraordinary institution with teachings that contains all sampradayas together, all teachings of Krishna, how to love Krishna, how to fall in love with Mahaprabhu. Very easy, because he is so lovable. You just simply said that. Today while watching your video of your ever well-wisher, I was remembering how you write at the end of your letters with your extra big signature, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, and underlined with 2 lines and 2 dots. That ever well-wisher statement is true, Prabhupada. Let it be, today it is 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, whoever it is, you will be ever well-wisher. Today while hearing that video, you said that Mukunda Maharaj was saying in that video that when he first went and spoke to you, he felt that you had all the world of time for him. All the questions that he had, you were patiently answering. And I feel that to you too, every moment. You are so connected with me personally that I know maybe if I take birth, I would obviously want to take shelter in ISKCON. And even if it is 50,000 years down the line, you will be talking to me just like how you talk to me today, how you talk to you through your books. I'm so grateful, Prabhupada. In my Bhakti Vaibhav, we get questions that we have to write almost 850 words explaining one statement in your purport. So that one statement can uncover so many quotations from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other many books. So I'm so grateful to those books, so grateful to your sound. Prabhupada, whenever we are going out somewhere in book distribution, or we know that devotees are somewhere, we just hear that sound, the tinkling of, karthals, mridangas, and the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's it, Prabhupada. We know this is a shelter. This is it. This is it. If anything happens at this point, okay, it'll be taken care. Prabhupada will surely save me. I have full conviction in that you will definitely save me, sure, Prabhupada. You have been saving me. You have saved me before. You are saving me now. And I'm 100% sure you're going to save me further. Thank you. Thank you too. Please make it fast, Prabhupada, so that I can see you. I can see you soon. As physically present. I know you have Vani present, but I want to see you personally, moving, talking, held high, heads. As Lochan Prabhu sang that beautiful song, I was almost crying hearing his beautiful poetry. Yes, I want to see that. How is Prabhupada? And I want to see you in these 3 places, Puri, Vrindavan, and Mayapur. Now, Guru Maharaj, your dear disciple has written, Kedito Mudera, Puri, Vrindavan, Jagannath. Kedito Mudera, Kedita Mudera, Puri Vrindavan, Mayapur Mato Dham. Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I got 7 minutes. Okay, so Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimanti Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharni Nivashesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deyajatarni. So as Drishta Prabhu was talking about every devotee remembering where he or she was when Prabhupada left the planet, I just want to relate my realizations about that particular situation that I experienced. I was in Los Angeles, California, and we found out, or the devotees found out, right after the morning program, I was asked by the person who was in charge, there was Ramaswara Maharaj at that point, to lock all the doors of the temple. And I was wondering, why are we going to lock all the doors of the temple and not let anyone out of the temple? And I really understood what it was, something serious. And then he made the announcement, and basically everyone collapsed on the ground, crying. It was an ocean of tears. And relating to the Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that's the disciples' duty at the time of the Guru leaving this material world. But there's more to that. Of course, I always relate to the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam during these days, as devotees know. But then practically all the classes were about the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam to try to understand how to deal with the situation. And it was in a metaphorical story about Malayadwaja, anyway. And Prabhupada said there that basically the essence is one should be dedicated to the mission of the spiritual master when the spiritual master leaves. So reading that and hearing that again and again and again, I thought, now I have to be really dedicated and no other interest. I'm not saying I achieved that, but that was the impetus for me taking sannyas right after Srila Prabhupada left this world. But sannyasa is just an external formality. It doesn't really mean that one's dedicated. People give me respect and everything, but what is the dedication is to understanding Prabhupada's mood. Not simply the words, yes, they're very important, but also Prabhupada did adjust things according to time, place, and circumstance. What did Prabhupada want? And of course, Prabhupada gives us these guiding principles, like utility is the principle, purity is the force, books are the basis, like this, preaching is the essence. But underlying it all, what Prabhupada expected from his senior disciples was to deepen their own Krishna consciousness, number one, and number two, to do whatever's necessary to bring people to the Krishna consciousness movement. Or as it's succinctly said, more devotees, happier devotees. Prabhupada said to one temple president, it was Sridhar Nanda Maharaj, your duty is to make sure everybody's jolly and getting plenty of prasadam. So this was Prabhupada's mood, and Prabhupada was ready. He was revolutionary, ready to accept whatever within the boundaries of Krishna consciousness, but not within the boundaries of so-called rituals that people, were very attached to. Like sannyasis not crossing oceans. And this is the same mood as Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I remember with Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his disciples sometimes ask, why are you doing these things like rolling these cigarettes for the workers of the temple, or arranging meat for the Britishers who were going to come to Mayapur. And he said, I've been waiting many, many lifetimes to do this. In other words, Srila Prabhupada was in that same mood. So really, to connect to Prabhupada in a very deep way, of course, we have our own personal sadhana, which is important, as I mentioned before. But to connect to Prabhupada in a very deep way, we should be manifesting Prabhupada's mood of compassion. We chant every day, Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu, Bhya. A Vaishnava is an ocean of compassion. And Prabhupada saw the good qualities in each and every one of us. So to really deepen and be with Prabhupada right now, because you can actually be with Prabhupada in a very real sense. Spiritually, but it's real. It's not just like some amorphous thing. You can be with Prabhupada in a very real sense by exhibiting or manifesting the compassion and helping to bring people to Prabhupada's lotus feet. And so that's really what I understand my dedication, and also presenting the philosophy and understanding the Siddhanta according to how Prabhupada presented it. Because Prabhupada never changed any essential aspect of our Gaudiya Siddhanta. Never. And sticking with Prabhupada's society, regardless of whatever trials and tribulations. Life is full of trials and tribulations in different ways. In this way, we will never be separated from Prabhupada, like Prabhupada said about his spiritual master, that he was never separated from his spiritual master. So, thank you very much. So it's time for the right Pushpanjali. So thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Pushpanjali is the worship of the spiritual master or great Vaishnava with flowers. So we want to finish this in time for the RT. We'll have a simultaneous RT for Srila Prabhupada and for the deities. And at 7:14 or 7:15 is the exact time that Srila Prabhupada left this world. So we should be having an uproarious kirtan, Hare Krishna kirtan by 7:14, 7:15. No silence at that time. I mean, I've been correcting some of the temples who wanted to do silence during that time. But if we think about what Prabhupada wanted, that's really what it means to connect to Prabhupada. We need to be internalize and think at every minute, what would Prabhupada want? So if you ask Prabhupada, when someone's leaving this world, what would Prabhupada say? Be silent? No, chant Hare Krishna more and more and more enthusiastically. So at 7:14 or 7:15, be absorbed in Krishna's holy names. So we're going to go through the Mangal Charna prayers. And after that, we'll offer the flowers. Each time I say Kesha Pushpanjali, so please repeat responsively. Om Gana Timiranda Shah Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swabadantikam Vandeham Shiguro Shiuta Parakamalam Shigurun Vaishnavamscha Shirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadhutam Vadishana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Ladita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivashesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namane Shivarshavanavi Devi Doyataya Kripabdaya Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Primadja Shirupanuga Bhaktida Shigora Korana Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimurte Dinatarane Rupanuga Virudapa Siddhanta Dvantaharane Namo Gorakishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murteye Vipralamba Rasambode Padambujaya Te Namaha Namo Bhaktivinodaya Satchidananda Namane Gaurashakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gora Avirbhava Umeshwam Nideshta Sajana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyahevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Panchatattva Atmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Namo Mahavananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Gora Tishe Namaha Hey Krishna Koransindo Dinabando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namostute Jayatam Suratao Pongor Mamamanda Matergati Matsarvashva Padambujao Radha Madana Mohana Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumadaha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastao Srimad Radha Shila Govinda Deva Prestalebi Sevyamana Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasaramve Vamshivata Tatastataha Karshan Venu Swanayar Gopir Gopinatha Shri Estunaha Tapta Kanchana Gorange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Samin Iti Ramane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vacharane Nivashesha Shunyavadi Ashacha Dejatarane Desha Srila Prabhupada. Okay, and again. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shivate Bhaktivedanta Samin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nivashesha Shunyavadi Pasyacha Dejatarane Bus. Bus karo. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Samin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vacharane Nivashesha Shunyavadi Pasyacha Dejatarane Keshavashpanjale 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 Keshavashpanjale
We're going to sing here as first Guru.
Samsara prayers?
Samsara prayers?
You know what the melody is?
In the evening. Samsara, I don't know. Samsara Dava. What's the evening melody? Just sing it anyway.
Samsara Dava Nalila loka Tanaya karunya gana ganatva Samsara dava Nalila loka Tanaya karunya gana ganatva Taptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Taptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nita Gita Varitra Majan Manasoda Sena Romanchakampa Chudaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigrahara Jananityananda Sringaratan Mandira Majanaro Shri Vigrahara Jananityananda Sringaratan Mandira Majanaro Yuktasya bhaktam sanjunatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Chaturidasi Bhagavat Prasado Sadvana Triptam Haribhakta Sangan Ritaiva Triptam Bhajatasa Daiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Radhika Madhavayara Pada Madhuya Lila Gunarupanamna Shri Radhika Madhavayara Pada Madhuya Lila Gunarupanamna Ratikshana Swadvanalolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Pratikshana Swadvanalolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. 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 Nikunjayo no ratikele sidaye Yaya libe yuktira pekshaniya. Tacharidaksharate valabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Sakshad Hari Trena Samasta Shastra Uktastata Bhavyata Eva Sadhi. Kintu Prabhoya Preya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada Yasya prasada nagati katopi. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada Yasya prasada nagati katopi. Ayam Subham Tasya Yashasri Sanyam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Ayam Subham Tasya Yashasri Sanyam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. 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 Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyacharya Satarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Go, Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Ura Premanandi.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paravidikacharya Also Tara Satashi Shimad, His Divine Grace Sabaya, Charanada Bhaktivedanta Goswami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, ISKCON Founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radhakunda Kitty Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavanam Ki Jai, Mathuram Ki Jai, Jagannath Swami Ki Jai, Yamunamai Ki Jai, Shivadi Lasi Devi Ki Jai, Saveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Gaur Premananda Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada. Namaste, Narasringhaya. Lad, lad, doyone. Hiranyakashi, Purvakshakha. Silatam ka, the kolaye. He tone to sing up, but a tone to sing oh. You toe, ya meet the tone to sing ah. Back sing oh, red I sing oh. Sring nama tim, sharanambra pajoy. The string nama tim, sharanambra pajoy. Avakara kamala patrena kam, abukta sing come. Danita, Hiranya Kasi Putanu Pringa Kam. Esavatreta, Narahari Rupa, Jaidakade Sagate. Jaidakade Sagate. Jaidakade Sagate. Yavakara Kamala Prena Kama Bhutta Sringa Kam Dadita Hiranya Kasi Putanu Prenga Kam Isavadrita Nadahari Rupa Jayakare Sate Jayagade Sate, Jayagade Sate, Jayana Sringadev, the Sringadev, the Sringadev, Nayana Sringadev. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, I think we have our feast now, right? Oh, Damodarashtaka.